Alright, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back and thanks a lot for tuning into another episode of the Crooked Moon Let's Play. Now we are back where we left off the last time, which is, which is right here. We are raiding the living shit out of these dwarves, trying to make them angry and start the war so we can get really stabby and start stabbing the fuck out of these guys. Anyway. Over here, these guys are still training up a little bit. We're going to wait one more turn to get these guys in, and then we're going to start coming down here and I think start raiding this region and look for opportunities to maybe snatch away one or two of their provinces. So anyway, that's the plan. So let's get right into it and get this episode started. Bear with me one second, I'm just trying to get my timer going here so I don't run over. And yeah, cool. So I've had a little think about this campaign as well, and I realized that it's going to be quite difficult to get through this. We're going to ignore this because, actually, as a matter of fact, you know what, I don't necessarily need 3 of these. That should definitely help with that problem, and then we're just going to bash their heads together, and then next turn they'll be fine again. Yeah, I've had a little think about this campaign, and I realized it's probably going to be quite difficult, mainly due to the fact that we only have access to recruiting goblin units. The goblin units are fairly weak. I mean, they have the whole poison thing, but we're not going to have a big infantry body, so to speak of, because the black orcs we're only going to be able to get later on. I definitely do want some growth right now. Growth is important, so we're going to go for this. Yeah, so we've obviously got access to the Arachnarok spiders, and I know we can also get the giants, which is going to help us out a bit. In that regard, quell animosity, that's exactly what I want to do, but before we do that, let's tunnel down here. Oh, you can do that regardless, just quell the animosity. Oh, that gives us actually quite a bit, which is awesome. Cool. Yeah, so we're gonna need to be very tactical here, I think, with this campaign, because what we're gonna need to make use of is the mechanic of the whole war stack spawning. So during times of quiet and peace, we obviously want to make sure that we build up our economy, sit back, defend our territories, and then once we get our war stacks up, we're obviously going to do all of our expansive and yeah, outward, where we take over other territories and so on. So yeah, that's pretty much how I'm thinking of playing this campaign, and then obviously we're going to do a lot, I mean a lot of raiding left, right and center, just to make sure that you know, we can constantly keep the war stack spawning, and yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, so let's have a look. For this army, probably want to get 2 wolf riders. Gonna take 2 turns. Why not grab one of these nasty skulkers as well? Next time we're gonna be able to get some more units. We're gonna need them as well. We can offset the cost of these units and recruiting these units by raiding, which we're doing in both provinces, so that's fine. Cool. War Declared Karak Hen and the Border Princes, which is this faction right here. That's good for me, I guess. Let them fight all they want, whilst I go in and pick up the pieces later on. Goblin Workshop, what was it again? We need the Goblin Tinkerer bench, which is, let's have a look actually. Surplus point, we've only got 1 and another 4. Oh yeah, because we spent it on here. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, desperately need to get this. The Tinkerer's bench, which one was that? That was, nope. Goblin Tinkerer's bench, so that's this one. It's only got a level 4 upgrade, but we can only get to level 3 here, so we're gonna need to build that in here. That's fine though, we'll do that. Yeah, possibly build that down here. Why I'm on the verge of bankruptcy, I don't understand. I'm making a shit ton of money, I'm not actually losing any money per turn, so this indication just doesn't make sense. I guess it probably doesn't take the whole raiding thing into account. So I'm just going to ignore that. Hopefully I don't get any I don't know, what do you call it, deficits because of it to my army, or penalties for, you know, my economy. I hope it's not the case, but if anyone knows, please leave it in the comments below. That would help me out a lot, save me from having to look it up. Current obedience minus 97. Oh shit. So that means for every concurrent war with our neighboring faction. Okay. That means we're gonna have rebellion on our hand here any minute. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. God damn it. Well, I'm gonna need to get this here, but I also want to get this here. Am I even gonna have... Yeah, I suppose I'll probably be able to get one of these, get some growth in. Where's my war stack? I'm guessing it must be here next turn, right? So change per turn is 2, and then... How much do we need for the war? Does it tell us? I'm guessing we need 80, yeah? So next turn that should push us over so we can get the wall stack going. These guys have got low frightiness, although it's not looking too bad. Don't necessarily need to recruit these right here because I can do that from home as well. So let's go in here. Oh shit, that doesn't actually stop the rebellion next turn. Ah, damn it. I thought I was going to be able to stop the rebellion now, but it looks like we are still 1 point over, so 1 turn income stop, that's fine, but just for 1 turn, don't want it to go on any longer than that, otherwise that's really going to be hurting us. You as well, same thing, you're probably going to go for the whole leadership thing, since, you know, we have really shitty leadership and really shitty units. Again, this is really annoying, this whole bankruptcy thing. I really hope I'm not getting any negative bonuses from this. I mean, it's right, yeah, because I'm making less money per turn than I'm actually getting, but then again my rating offsets that, so I should be fine for now, I hope. I think. We'll see. Looks like, yeah, we're still making some money. And we've got the war, so it's time to start the war. Actually, we started the war. So here's a war stack. Let's have a look. What have we got here? We've got 1 giant, couple of trolls, doom diver, catapult. It's actually looking pretty decent. It's not too bad, that war stack. How far can we reach? Not even close enough. With this, I should be able to get there. And then next turn we can just change stance and walk in, and we should be able to just take them out with the wall stack, no problem. Alright, extort income. Yes, we do want our money back. We're on a -1, that's fine. We're gonna put you to stance none. Okay. Oh shit, yeah, we're losing money now because we're not getting the rating income. That's fine though. 1 turn we should be able to handle this, that's fine. And then next turn, everything should be all good. Again, when we actually have this province. Now I know we haven't seen a fight in a long time, and I know it's probably way overdue and all the rest of it, so what I'm going to try and do is get you an awesome little fight right here. Winds of Power of Magic reserves +10 for local armies in Karak Norn, which is here. Absolutely useless, I guess, but whatever. Let's not complain about free shit. You, my friend, you're gonna become a stalker and spot some of these enemy armies. Yep, let's go ahead and start the siege. We could do a lightning strike, although that's not gonna change much. But it should do, I guess, because with the lightning strike battle, I'm assuming we although we are actually attacking the keep, so that's probably why it doesn't work. Does make sense, I guess. Let's encircle them for 1 turn. Let the wall catch up to get close enough, and then with the wall together we should be able to attack the settlements. And guess what? I'm actually going to do it myself, or, well, at least attempt to. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine with the wall stack and everything. Not actually sure how it works either, if we're going to be able to control the wall stack ourselves, or whether or not the AI is going to take care of controlling the wall stack and playing that. Okay, so our rebellion is imminent because obviously it's continuously going down. Is there anything that we can do here to offset this a little bit? I don't think so. Just get a bunch more spells. Yeah, let's get Curse of the Bad Moon. It's a pretty awesome AoE spell. Can't do anything here, so we're already on -7. Oh, that's too much. Oh, that's too much. Okay, that seemed to fix it. That's weird. Hold on, oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. This is odd. Oh, I can't recruit anything. It's nothing I can do. We're just gonna have to let the rebellion happen and then whatever. Let's see, what are the chances here? Oh, this is, of course, this isn't even a, what do you call it? This isn't even a fortified town, no walls, which means we can just walk straight in here and actually just attack them. Cool, so we're going to quick save right here, and then the long-awaited battle that you've all been waiting for so long, I'm pretty sure, is about to take place. So let's kick some dwarven ass. With our war stack, I don't think anything can happen. Time to get stabby. Stabby, stab, stab. Now let's see. Our war stack should come in from the same direction, I believe, that we're going to be deploying in. So I think they're going to come from the back here somewhere. Which actually, looking at the map as well, looks like there's some kind of a hill here going on, so it might be worth to attack over the right side instead of coming from the left, because obviously we're going to cock block ourselves with the hill. That's going to be in our way. Yeah, we'll have to see, okay, so hills are pretty much non-existent, which is pretty good. Our wall stack reinforcement, hold on, it's already here. And I am controlling everything. Okay, so that's cool. So at least we've got the full army here. Let's get onto the deployment. Alright, so you're going to be frontline. Any more archers? Yes, there's some more archers here. So this is going to be like the whole archer thingy. Let's move these so they at least kind of stick together. Then these are night goblins. Alright, let's move all of the night goblins together. I don't think you can actually do this, but if anyone knows how to get all of the units from a certain type to group together, so you have them here nicely lined up where the unit types are grouped together, that'd be awesome, because I only know how to move all of these individually and it always takes forever and it's bloody annoying. I wish there was a way around it. Maybe there is and I just don't know. So if you do know, then please let me know, because obviously I didn't know and it will help me a lot. Now I'm just rambling again. Ignore all of that. Anyway. Let's get this army ready to face off against these dwarves. You lots, I think we're actually going to have right on the front line. Then we're going to bring in the spears. And then we're going to bring in all of the stabby stabs. Probably going to fan them out left and right to yeah, to create some kind of a flanking maneuver here. Right, these are the nasty skulkers, so these guys are obviously good for flanking as well, so we're going to do that. Oh god, this is such a huge army, it's going to take forever to get all of this sorted. These are the squigs, right? Let's get some close up of these. Oh yeah, they've got the little goblin riders on as well. This is awesome. This is so awesome. I'm loving this unit. It's freaking amazing. Alright, let's get the squig riders over here. The lords, hold on, where's the other lords? Pull you over here and then hold all three of these lords. We'll keep them at the back. One on the left, one on the right, one in the middle, and then what's this? These are all like spider riders and sort of like my cavalry, yeah? And then these are my bow cavalry. Okay, cool. And these guys belong in that group as well. Guess we'll just keep you over here. Right, that's my catapult, which we're going to need to move up, and then that just leaves the giants and the arachnarok spider, and what's this? Oh yeah, this is kind of like cavalry as well, so I'll put you over here. Awesome, this is looking good. Doomdiver catapult, obviously bring as far to the front as possible. So I can start firing straight away, and then bring all of these guys in. Ignore this. Okay, finally we grouped up all of our units. Jesus man, there's quite a lot of fucking units on this battlefield. I really hope this is gonna go well. I mean, they are dwarves after all, so they could still kick our ass, although I don't think so. We definitely should have the upper hand here, just because of the sheer numbers of units that we have, even if qualitatively speaking, I think the dwarves have the better army. So what's going on? Are they moving towards us? Yes, they are. They are moving towards us, which is awesome, which means I can actually just bring these guys up just a tiny little bit. You guys we're going to bring in from the flank, and then these guys I'm going to try and get in from the back as well, so once they're engaged, they can just start smashing in, basically. That's the whole plan here anyway. These guys, let's bring them up front. And then these guys, let's bring them up here. Let's see which one of these is. These guys here, you can go straight for the catapult. The rest of you guys are all bow guys, so we'll bring you over here and then toggle the skirmish mode. The spears, alright. Get ready to engage here. These spears are obviously not going to hold for too long, but that's fine, they don't need to, we just need them to hold the line and engage quickly. The actual damage dealers are going to be all of these units right here. Oh holy crap man, there's a lot of units on the battlefield by the looks of things. It's getting pretty laggy right here. Well, I hope the commands are still going to be able to get issued. Alright, these guys are in skirmish mode, you're already taken out their catapults, and then let's just bring in a barrage of squeaks with some night goblins on. Alright, this is all looking good. The heroes, of course, I completely forgot about, which I should have gotten into the mix a long time ago. Other than that, I think our engagement is looking pretty good and pretty successful. These guys are obviously running these units around, which is exactly what we want to see here. You guys are finished with the catapult, with the grudge thrower. I love these grudge throwers, man. Awesome little name as well. And hold on, who was it? One of you guys has got this thing where they can do strong versus multiple units. Yep, where are you? You are right here, so you are going to do this in that direction. Yeah, exactly. Holy shit, that ripped a huge hole in there, although I don't think it did any damage. And I'm still going to be able to get... Nah, not really, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Hey, boys. I thought I said skirmish mode. That means don't get fucking caught by these guys and keep running away. Alright, the alarm's going off to tell me it's the end of the episode. That's fine though. Alright, you're going to take out these guys, and then for all of you close up guys, as the dwarves are getting smashed to bits and my goblins are running in here, and these guys are just standing there doing nothing. Chase them! Chase them! Awesome Arachnarok spider. I'm really sorry about the lags here, but this was quite a huge battle, so it does seem to be a little bit laggy in between here. Still managed to get a few close-ups though. It just looks so amazing having like huge units like these giants just tower over the entirety of the battlefield, and you know, just Picks up one guy, smashes around a little bit. Yep. Oh, you're already stabby. Come on. Battle's not over yet. No time to stand around. Anyway, I better start issuing some commands again before I lose too many units through doing silly cinematics. That's I'm really crappy at anyway. How's it looking over here? Pretty good. You guys, let's bring you over here. Holy crap, man. These bow guys are really kicking the ass of my Wolf Riders. I thought they're supposed to be effective against that kind of units. Whatever. Maybe not. I don't know. Looks like we're wrapping up the center here quite nicely. Let's just pop a few of our special lords' special abilities. This is the war stack leader. Let's go over here. You two we're going to bring over here. One of you over here, and then the spirit maybe over here. These guys, let's let them rush in here. What about you? You're kicking ass here. Oh, you're going to get your ass kicked if these guys stay in there for too long. Awesome. Okay, so holy crap, man, that was a big battle. Got quite laggy, but all in all, I think we did a pretty good job. We didn't really lose any units, and most of our good units actually stayed in very, really good shape as well, I think. So I think we did, yeah, I think we did well here. I mean, yeah, we did take a lot of damage. Didn't lose a single unit out of this stack, and yeah, from the war stack I couldn't care less anyway. But it looks like we took even less losses on our war stack, which is awesome, because they're obviously just going to be able to replenish or as soon as the new stack comes. Anyway, I think we defeated the entirety of that army, because they obviously were in the settlement, so nowhere to run for them. Awesome! Now that is what I call an awesome battle. That was a lot of fun. Minus the lagginess, obviously, but I'll see if I can do any optimization with the recording software and my graphics settings so we can get smoother battles in the future. Although I'm actually thinking about running this... Oops, excuse me. Actually thinking about running this game at a slightly higher graphics settings, because should be able to handle it no problem with my PC, but yeah, on the large battles obviously it gets laggy, but we'll need to see, find a nice little balance in between there. I'm still trying a lot of stuff, so you know, we'll get there eventually. Now the question is, do I occupy this or do I loot and occupy? Now I can really need the money, and I think we are actually going to loot and occupy. Obedience is greatly reduced and your diplomatic relations with the previous owner also suffers greatly. Well, I couldn't really care about that. We're not going to sack because I still want to keep some of the buildings there. What do we want to sack, actually? I mean, by the looks of things, the instability is going to be exactly the same. And the only difference I get here is the conquest penalty. Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm taking it over there. I don't actually. Yeah, let's just loot and occupy. That's fine. Escape. Okay, Tormentor Sword. Awesome. We got a new ability or item. I'm not sure what that was. Or an item that gives us an ability. The faction has been destroyed. Awesome. So there's no more of the stinking dwarfs. That's what they get for trying to get stabby with us, you know. These guys here, we are going to... Ooh, 1,000, that's fine. We've got plenty of money now. We're definitely going to need to get this upgrade. We need monies here, so let's get a pile of shiny stuff. I love like how you kind of get your economy going in this. It's just awesome. It's like you have a pile of shiny stuff, then you get a heap of shiny stuff, and then you just get the horde. And yeah, I guess this is how economy in Goblin or the Dwarven world in the Orc world works. God damn, I can't speak. And now we just need to save up for the Goblin's Tinkerer bench. Should be able to get that in a couple of turns, no problem. We can actually build that here in 4 turns. Cool. So growth, casualty replenishment rate, probably don't need to get the second one right now. Yeah, we're gonna have a rebellion here next turn. Nothing I can do about that, that's fine. We've got our armies, we'll be able to smash it and take it down quite quickly. Now let's spend the last point that we've got here from the previous battle. Didn't actually lose any units, so we just need to replenish these. Awesome. Okay, so I think we turned a pretty terrible start into something that we can actually start working from now, which is good. Get some extra obedience and growth, income, recruitment cost and local recruitment capacity. I think we're going to go for growth and obedience. We're going to need to get this settlement under control first of all before we do anything else. But anyway, with that, unfortunately, it's already that time again and it's the end of the episode. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to drop a like on this. And also, if you want to stay up to date with the latest content and anything else coming up on my channel, then don't forget to subscribe. You can see a little icon down there, just above the you know where to find it. Anyway, so yeah, until next time, see you then, and peace.